We're at 5206 Pacific Avenue, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292. This is September 8th, 2017. This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelo's Plumbing, Inc., performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch mainline cleanout in the garage, right just in front of the garage doors inside the garage area. So we're going to begin running through the mainline cleanout. We have a brass mainline cleanout and it transitions to ABS plastic right below the plug, and we believe it runs straight out to the city sewer. We're going to begin inspection now. Let's clean our camera lens off. We got a clean camera lens, and this is our garage area going in toward the house. And this is the front of the house, and right in front of the garage, as I said, we have a 4-inch mainline cleanout. We're going to put our camera down the cleanout, and this is ABS black plastic, pipe and fittings. We transition, we make a turn right here, and we got a little tiny bit of a belly right here at the bottom. Not much. We do not believe it'll pose a problem. Then we transition to, it appears to either be it looks like it may be a sewer liner, and we've got a little bit of a belly in here now, and this is in the driveway area. Got quite a bit of a belly in this pipe, and this liner's got quite a few ripples and some major offsets right here. This apparently more than likely was a vitreous clay sewer line. To have offsets like that, generally it will not be cast iron, and this is a sewer liner. We can see the numbers off to the left, up toward the left of the screen. This is a sewer liner, and as I said, we're holding quite a bit of water. From 28 feet, we're going to pull back. Can't really see much because we're underwater and we've got quite a bit of muck in there and probably build up. Got a good 10-foot belly in this sewer line. You can see all the debris and the buildup and the muck right there off to the right. It's like sludge because this is not draining out properly. Got quite a bit of it built up on the bottom of the piping. And it will get pretty thick. We're actually pushing it, and that's what's clouding up our camera lens right now. We're going to go back into the 28-foot mark. Hopefully we can rinse our camera back off right there where we start to come out of this belly. And like I said, there is some pretty large ripples right there in the liner off to the side as well. Running out and making a turn right here, and we're dropping into the city sewer. We do not see any root intrusions at the end of that liner at this time. We're in a turn, so it's difficult to see the end of that liner. The end of that liner looks like it's curled up a little bit. It's not adhered to the pipe 100% the way that it should be. Should be good and solid up against the pipe. Should be glued to that pipe. It's not terrible, but it's got some curling happening from what we can see right here. and it can end up curling more and then catching paper and catching more debris. But we do have an issue in this liner back up underneath the driveway area. We're going to pause for a moment. Video back on? Okay. We're at the city sewer right here. This is the edge of it, where we drop into the city sewer.
Okay.
Okay, you see the water going through the middle of the street.
Right.
This is the edge of the liner. It's like a cloth sock soaked in epoxy, and they blow it into the line all the way from this point to the city sewer tie-in connection. And this is not adhered to the pipe real well like it should be at the end, so it's starting to curl a little bit. Not terrible, but it is curling a little bit. I'm not as concerned with that as I am coming back at about 28 feet. We got a little bit of ripples in the pipe where they made the turn, but now we're holding water right there a little bit. As we come back, we're going to start holding more and more water, especially when we get back into this point at 28 feet right here. Now we're going to go underwater. Okay, we're going underwater quite a bit.
So that's backed up.
And that backed up,
It's the way it's laid.
doesn't have enough grade because of the way the liner's in there too, and these offsets. They had a whole lot of shifts in here, and with the shifting of the pipe, probably tree roots were pushing it up. So the tree roots were pushing the pipe upward, and they put the liner in there to cover these offsets like this one. You can see right here where at the edge of this, we drop down now.
Yeah.
We drop down quite a bit.
Yeah.
We've got about a good inch, maybe inch and a half drop there.
Right.
So this was pushed up. So now, since that area was pushed up, the pipes got back ways coming this way instead of going out towards the city sewer. Now, as I come back, you'll see the black in the water. And in some areas, it gets pretty thick. It gets pretty heavy. I mean, it's getting darker and darker. And we've got about a 12-foot belly in here where we're holding the water. And as I pull back here, that's almost right to the cleanout where I'm at now. So we're holding water to there. And as I go in, now you're going to see there's like, it gets built up to where there's like chunks. Now right now, I'm pushing this stuff. It's like silt. It's almost like sand, because it builds up so much. So I'm pushing it more and more. We can't see anything until I pull back.
So that whole pipe's filled?
Well, no, it's not filled. I mean, you've got maybe about an inch and a half. You can see the debris. That's the silt.
It's flowing on the top of that.
Yeah.
Strips the hole.
You've got a 4-inch pipe, or possibly it looks like it may even be a 6. I can't tell where it transitions, exact. Just can't see it for sure. Right here, we're still in 4-inch. Now, we may transition when we get out a little bit, but I can't see the transition to the 6-inch. Most of the time, it'll get larger going into the city sewer. Can't see it because we're underwater. But all this silt and all this stuff down at the bottom, it starts building up like here. You can see it. It's almost like
from the
pieces.
separation pipes.
That's because of that pipe going uphill, and everything that goes through here, everything's washing. The water will wash,
Right.
but it can't push all the debris through fast enough to get that to go out as well. So we're getting this buildup, and as I said, I'm pushing this silt and pushing the debris. Whether this would cause an issue or not, I can't tell you for sure. But I know that it's not proper, that it's not draining and it's holding water that much. Like I said, you got an 18-foot dip in this thing, or belly, where it's holding water. From this point, from 18 feet, I'm underwater here completely, all the way to about 28, 29 feet before I start coming out.
Who tells us what the future holds for this?
Well,
The geologist?
we're going to pause for a moment.
You know,
Okay, we are recording audio at this time. We have gone back over the line with the buyer and the realtors. And we're going to push back in at this time, right to the city sewer saddle again. And as we noted, we have a little curling in the end of the liner where it did not adhere with the epoxy to the clay 100%, so it's curling a little bit here. And as we start pulling back, we pull back to approximately right in this area, even at 32 feet. We're holding a little bit of water in the liner because of some of the ripples, but it's not terrible at this point. And we get back to about 28 feet right here, we have a major offset. And this part of the line is pushed upward. So now we're getting back grade in the sewer line from this point, so now we're going underwater because we're not draining out properly at a 1/4 inch per foot of fall. So we're actually back graded, coming back here to approximately 17 to 18 feet. We're underwater and we have a lot of silt and a lot of debris at the bottom of the line. We're at 17 feet and we start to come out of it. But we're still holding the silt and we're still holding the debris all the way back pretty much to the clean out area. We're pulling out of our clean out now, and we still have water sitting in the bottom of our clean out. That should be dry and it should be empty. There should be no water in there. And we're pulling out of our mainline clean out at this point. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection.